Hello everyone. So I wanted to try for the first time an almost live stream. It's not really a live, it's not really a stream, but you will be able to stream it later on. And I am recording it live, even if it's not uploaded live. But why am I here today? That's the first time I'm trying that. That's why I'm not doing it directly live, but maybe I will if it goes well. I have no idea if I will succeed at it. The reason is simple. It will be the first time that I will be able to try the new beta patch for Imperator Rome that is called Cicero. So it's beta for now. It's scheduled only for September actually. We had a lot of information from Johan. I think his title is lead developer or something like that at Paradox. So Paradox just gave us the opportunity to try this patch right now, 1.2, which is extremely important, not only because it changes the game, but because they realize that a lot of us fans were kind of not liking really the basic Imperator Rome game. Because it lacked a lot of realism. There are problems with what people call mana, the thing that you can just magically, with a snap of a finger, literally, change the culture of a full population just with points that came out of nowhere. And the reaction was not really good, but they have been really hard at work to change the problems that the fans noticed. So I want to try a very small country. I don't want to try this patch, which is a very early beta, so there will be lots of bugs, probably things that doesn't work. But I don't mind. I don't mind at all. So first of all, let's check the Iron Man mode. I always plays this way. I used to not. in EU4, I used to save before every war and reload. Did I do that in EU4? Well, I don't know. I spent literally thousands of hours in all the Paradox games since EU1. Probably was one of the first buyers of this game when I was very young. Anyway, so I want to try Avalitia. So I'm not sure if it's the right pronunciation. It could be Avalitia or something like that, but let's just settle with Avalitia. And Avalitia is interesting because of its position, first of all. Well, so in the south, it seems secure, and that's not really something interesting. I'm not playing games just to feel secure. That's not what I'm looking for. And it's really far from where most of the action, basically from Italy to Northern Africa, to the Levant, Greece, of course, and modern day Iran, Persia. It's really far from there. It will influence me probably, but it's really interesting, and I will show you why. So this is not my first trial, and actually that's why I also want to play this this country or nation. I'm not sure what name I should use for that. Anyway, in my first trial, I learned a few stuff about this localization. And in the first trial, I have been crushed. Well, technically not by the surrounding countries. I know the surrounding countries are a pain, but I'm fairly safe from the northeast, from Arabia. if I secure the Sinus Arabicus, the Red Sea. I actually forgot what is the name of this isthmus. Anyway, and here, so nobody can settle there because it's uninhabitable. Here, you can. So, but it's a lot of territories in the middle of the desert to travel. So in my first trial, I noticed that even if Kush becomes very powerful, I'll be fairly safe if I have a sound military defense. And one of the patches we had, I'm not sure it was today, it was not early today, it was yesterday. Yeah, yesterday we had a patch that raised the outcome of military defeats and victories, which is very important because that means that playing defense is really a viable strategy now. So, why is this country interesting? Well, first of all, for its influence and the fact that it has been influenced a lot by Egypt at that time. So, basically, when you think about Egypt, you might think about the fact that, well, there were the pyramids. You maybe think about the Great Library. It's not built right now, but you might think about the Lighthouse of Alexandria. And you might think about Cleopatra. Well, the thing is, actually, there is more time separating Cleopatra and the pyramids, more than 2,500 years, than there is time separating us from Cleopatra, around 2,000 years. So Egypt has been here for a very, very long time, and its religion obviously had a huge impact. So you can see that the Arabic actually, because I'm not sure about that, but I think that we have lots of troubles understanding what kind of religion the Arabs of that time were believing in. We know for sure that the Jewish religion and the Ancient Testament was extremely important, but we also know that the Kemetic religions went very far south and had a huge impact on the Horn of Africa for a very long time. So this country is interesting for this aspect. It's not really easy. I really think I might be crushed very fast. But anyways, if I don't, if the game is playable, it can be really interesting because well, you probably know that the Horn of Africa didn't become one of the wealthiest territory in the world and did not conquer all those territories, because that's actually the opposite that happened. For the next 1,000 years, there will be not much happening. Well, that's not true. A lot of things happening, but not in terms of lasting conquest like what happened after 620 BC. Well, actually, no. EC, Common Era, CE, Common Era. Yeah. Oh, sorry. I'm mixing up the languages there. Come on, focus. Okay. So, there will be no huge conquest historically at that time, but let's try to make it. So, and the goal of this trial is also to try both a small country that probably lots of players didn't focus on, and a territory that is not really impacted but by what Rome and Greece and Carthage and all those countries are doing, but might be very interesting nonetheless. And also, it's time to look at the new patch. So we don't have the icon for now, but there's the new political influence and military experience that Johan talked about on Twitter. So I am starting. I have no idea if it's good or not. Is it like the stability? Sorry. Is it like the stability and you're around 50 and you should stay around 50 and the maximum is 100, or is 50 bad? I have no idea. And the military experience, I'm at 0. I hope that 0 and 50 are, well, if 50 is good, 0 is probably bad. Yeah, let's try that. So yeah, the military experience and the political influence are hugely different from the past. Population changes should be very different too. Oh, and there are all the new buildings without icon for now. That's really cool. So we have barracks, we have foundry, town hall, court, academy, temple, interesting, library, forum. Yeah. Okay, workshop, theater. Okay, there is a small spelling mistake here. That's okay. And aqueduct. Okay. Very interesting. We still have those things that came out with the Pompeii patch. Okay, so let's try this. Just before we hit play. So obviously very low research. Can we have trade for now? Not yet, but that's okay. Let's put some people there. Okay, and for the navy, kind of. Okay. Let's look at the ideas. Yes. I think I want to become really strong in terms of commerce, but I won't be at the start because I'm really weak and are far better countries with better resources. So let's just use our slaves. I will be able to get some slaves because I have some very easy territories to conquer in the east if I don't die early on. And okay, so that is new because before that, at the start of the game, it was really easy to get 3 ideas. So, idea cost. Okay, so the idea cost is influenced by the political influence. Okay, so this is not exactly like manners because it comes from your government. Here, your government is what brings you those points. And those points allows you, well, to decide ideas. And probably I will see other things. And yes, so that I saw that in announced by Johan. The fact that yes, military experience comes from, so it's not null, it's not 0 what you get when you don't fight wars, but the more wars you're fighting, the more experience your armies get, the more you will be able to get army traditions. Interesting. Okay, so let's go with just 2 ideas for now. So what do I need in my small country? So, my ruler, Cleomenes Uno Primero, I'm not sure, Setnil, is not married and doesn't have kids. That is not good. So, as creepy as it sounds, we need queen to be young because she needs to pop up kids. That's really creepy. And she needs to be good too. So, well, she's a very nice person, but that doesn't mean that we want that in a queen. Think about Game of Thrones. We don't need a nice queen to rule. It's better not to be killed by a guy who comes from far away. I will not spoil if anyone didn't watch the last season, but so she's really zealous. This one, she's very better in finance, and 21 years old is absolutely fine until 30 years old, because 30 years old, yeah, they can still have kids, but it will be not much, and depending on the kind of laws, we'll check that out later, that these countries ruled by, that might be a problem if I don't have a lot of kids, especially if I have only daughters. So actually, so she's really weak in charisma, but my king is quite good. Well, not quite good, he's average. But the thing is, okay, this one is better in oratory. This one is better in zeal. She's 24 years old. Prominent, kindly. This one is really good. She's 25. Oh, she's better than my king at everything, and she's already even obsessive. All the income. Okay, let's that might be a bit risky because she's already 25, but let's try it. She's actually really good. So the way it works since the Pompeii patch, which actually came less than 2 weeks ago, which is really good that we already have the beta for this one, is that the consort now impacts what the ruler is doing when you are monarchy, and so those little links are showing who is ruling what, and actually my new consort, the queen, is far better at everything than my king. So she's ruling actually everything. So she's not the one who will pop up the kids. He will be the one who will just have, his only job will be to put babies into her. That's well, actually probably maybe this king will like it. I don't care. So other things. So inventions. Oh, that is very new. So probably, yeah, so research is still working the same way. But now inventions cost money. Okay. Okay. Claim fabrication speed. Oh, yes, because indeed I saw in one of the posts that claim is now decided by, well, done with time. It's not magically immediate. That's interesting. Well, I guess I will need a lot of more money then. So let's go with national tax. Now that that is done, let's look at the economy. I don't need to invest in the army for now. Let's go with free trade because I cannot trade right now. So let's let, uh, let let's let people buy and sell as they want. Okay, I think we're almost good to go. Should I invest that much? Actually, that seems really easy. To get all the invention if the cost is only that. I don't know what it is related to. Hmm. Hmm. Well, all of those inventions are far better than buying. Okay, so the buildings are far less costly too. Okay, so you have more choices, and it costs less. Interesting. Um, Actually, there are lots of stuff that I like in there. So let's go with that. I don't care about claims for now. I will need some good navies. I need some good troops. And it's the desert all around. Okay, let's get some for the future. For when I will go east. Sorry. West is there. I don't want to go west for now. Do you have a lot of tribesmen? Not that much. I don't need really to invest for now in there. I don't care if I'm liked or not for now. Well, if I lose a battle, I think I'm dead. Well, no, that's better. Okay, and now we can get an omen. Let's pray to Horus. And I need some. Ah, do I do that now? No, that's not really interesting actually. Because it will cost me a... Oh no, it doesn't. Oh yeah, of course, we don't have mana anymore. So what does it cost? Nothing. Okay. So you can always have omens and it costs nothing. That's weird. Well, that's weird because I'm used to European Universalist Rome and Imperator Rome before dispatch. So yeah, probably we can just pray without spending anything because people spend their lives praying back then. Yeah, okay. Let's try that. Let's try that, and now we can at last start the game. So, let's see what is going on there. Okay, Imjar. Actually, that's not a bad idea because I don't want the Arabians to attack me for now. I don't have a fleet that is big enough. I know that I will need to protect this, and I will need a big fleet to prevent them from crossing because my armies will not be able to send them away. Actually, I don't even know if at any point I might be able to beat them. If they are fighting together, they will be very strong. If they start fighting each other, that might be possible that I might invade Arabia. But in the first playthrough I did before this patch, it was not the case. They were almost allied all the time, those five countries, and fighting, yes, the Thamud a lot. And I saw other players playing and the Thamud trying to invade all the time everything in this region and being kicked out of it and kicked out of power. But yeah, and also I will need to deal with those barbarians. What I might want to do, okay, you like the 15, so that's for political influence. I will want to deal with that and get me some civilization points, because I can be far better than that. Like 25, I can go to 40. Okay, so the time is running right now. Let's check all the rest. Okay, okay. So it's not possible anymore. That's a good thing. To transform people to new class. You are a bad king, but you have a good queen. So, my population is no tribesmen, some tribesmen, not a lot of tribesmen. That's really good. If I want to become really civilized, I don't care about tribesmen. Still trade puzzle. So, how does the population change? I have no idea. So current changes. That's the growth. Okay. And that is 2. 2. Okay. So they are migrating inside my own country. Really? Everyone is leaving for the capital? But the capital cannot take that. Huh? Yeah, right. Only 23 people. Oh, by the way. I cannot colonize anything for now. That's okay. 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 Holy crap! They are all going. That's probably. I'll see in a few months what is really happening there, but the way it looks is that it's too much. So probably that's a beta batch, guys. So a lot of things will still change. It's really early in the development of this batch. But that doesn't look right. Every territory is having people migrating to the capital. It's okay because for now my capital is pretty empty. It's only 6 pops and I can have 23. But what will happen if it reach 23 or maximum that will be at that time and they keep migrating? That might be a problem. I'll see that. Maybe it's impacted by the desert. I have no idea. I have no idea for now. Now, yeah, let's not assume anything. So the sacred beast, what's happening there? Massive chaos and Zeus happen. Oh, there's a repetition here. At one of our local shrines to Horus, after the sacred birth of the shrine has been lost. Not only was it one of the foci, probably foci, of the shrine, but without it, they fear they have lost a certain connection to the god. Some advisor point out we could just get a new bird, but high priest Keperkare, yeah, probably Keperkare or Reper Kare, maybe Samit, demands appeasement to the god. He claims that without the right steps, the god will punish us for our lack of faith. So you see now the impact of the Egyptian religion with ours being prayed to here. That's really cool. I want to say that, but it was not a good outcome. 8.53, that's nothing. That's really nothing. Minus 5 stability, that's big compared to 8.53 in gold. So, yeah, I have no idea for now if it will be different with big countries like not Rome right now. Oh, Rome is getting its ass kicked. But yeah, when it's starting to be big in the Mediterranean or in the post-Alexander empires, maybe that's far more of a big deal. Maybe we can check that, by the way. Okay, then no migration. So I growth, no migration. Okay, there is migration here. Okay. Okay. So the migration is not automatic. Maybe it's related to civilization and maybe the desert actually, because I'm still living in the middle of the desert. So maybe people want to settle in big cities.